of if, but of when.
Wednesday, could we survive a mega tsunami? At 9:30 on Pearl.
Welcome back. On the eve of the 25th anniversary of the Tiananmen Square crackdown, a new poll shows a drop in support here in Hong Kong for the vindication of the student movement back in 1989. The University of Hong Kong's public opinion program questioned more than 1,000 people last month. 64% of the respondents said Beijing made mistakes while handling the case. 48% of those surveyed believe student protesters did the right thing 25 years ago. That's down 6 percentage points from last year. And 56% said the student movement should be vindicated, a drop of 7 percentage points from a year ago. The MTR Corporation says there's been a delay of about 5 months to the Sha Tin to Central Rail Link project while experts continue their archaeological excavation surveys. The railway company will be discussing with the government ways to make up for the lost time. Ronnie Samtani reports.
The first phase of the Sha Tin to Central Rail Link was expected to open in 2018. But after historical artifacts and relics were unearthed at the site, construction work has been put on hold. This morning, 14 lawmakers visited the site to look at the progress of the archaeological excavation works and its impact on the project. The MTR Corporation revealed that because the archaeological excavation works are still not complete, construction will be delayed.
We are discussing with government about the weight and different method or different procedures in terms of construction technique to see whether we can recover some of the time.
The MTRC says as of today, the project will be delayed by about 5 months, and it is expected that the next archaeological survey report will be released in September. Chairman of the Legislative Council's Railway Subcommittee, Michael Tian, said everything should be preserved in situ and that it will be meaningless to remove the artifacts. And he believes the railway giant can make changes to its engineering designs. Another legislator, Charles Mock, called on the government to explain how it plans to preserve all the historical discoveries.
It's also very important for the government to clarify the decision criteria that it will have in order to decide whether or not the artifacts that will be found or have been found are going to be relocated.
2 concerned groups handed petitions to lawmakers demanding that the archaeological site be preserved. Ronnie Samtani, TVB News.
85 home ownership scheme flats in Tai O, converted from public rental units, offer an affordable alternative to home buyers who don't mind the traveling. Our Vicky Kung takes a closer look.
A good drive along Tung Chung Road past 2 hills and you will arrive at Tai O, affectionately known as the Venice of Hong Kong. It may be a little out of the way, but these home ownership scheme flats offer an affordable alternative for home buyers. 85 units at Tin Lee Court were converted from public rental flat. They have sellable areas from 44.4 to 45.1 square meters, and prices range from $641,000 to $897,000. That works out at between $1,300 and $1,800 per square foot. The buildings are 19 years old and recently had a facelift.
Regarding the renovations we have put in this building, you can see in this internal environment, we have repainted all the wall surfaces. We have also used the self-leveling screed to repave the floor. And also we have changed the hinges for all the windows to the latest standard.
Non-public housing tenants say a family of 2 or more who wish to qualify to purchase the units must have a monthly income of no more than $44,000 and total assets of no more than $960,000. To get to town, residents can take a bus to Tung Chung and then take another bus or switch to the MTR. Or they can take a bus to Mui Wo and take a ferry to Central. They can also take a ferry from Tai O to Tuen Mun. Tai O has 1 secondary school with about 400 students and 1 primary school with about 70 students. Some parents here also send their kids for schooling in Tung Chung, but traveling to Tung Chung from here by bus will take about 45 minutes. The Housing Authority will accept applications from June 11th to June 24th. Balloting will be conducted in July to determine the priority of flat selection. Vicky Keung, TVB News.
The Electoral Affairs Commission has announced plans to regulate rural representative elections on Chengchao and Pengchao from next year onwards. Our Evelina Leung tells us more.
Kaifeng representatives on Chengchao and Pengchao help residents voice their opinion on district affairs. They're chosen through the Kaifeng representative elections. Today, the Electoral Affairs Commission announced it plans to regulate these elections from next year. They will come under the Rural Representative Election Ordinance. And like all other polls that the Commission oversees, there will be caps on election expenses, among other things.
I'm not saying that has been something going wrong in the past, but this is a natural progression to include those public elections which are of concern affecting people in Hong Kong under the purview of the Electoral Affairs Commissions.
The Electoral Affairs Commission will be holding a public consultation on the proposed guidelines starting from today until July 2nd. It stressed the public's responses will be taken into consideration before it makes the final decision. Evelyn Lang, TVB News.
All right, Chris, I understand there's some World Cup controversy going on.
Well, someone's not going to be there. Colombia's World Cup hopes were dealt a major blow after Radamel Falcao was left off the team's roster for Brazil. Jameson Wong has more on that story and other football news.
Colombian striker Radamel Falcao said it was not the right thing to do to take up a roster spot for Brazil because he was not fully fit. The 28-year-old suffered a torn ACL back in January. He was instrumental in leading Colombia to their first World Cup finals in 16 years. The South Americans are in Group C along with Greece, Ivory Coast, and Japan. Meanwhile, Spanish striker David Villa will be in Brazil, but as for his club football, the 32-year-old takes his talents to the Big Apple and New York City FC of Major League Soccer. The expansion team will play their first game in March. Villa is Spain's all-time goal scorer with 56 international goals. And could Chelsea's Frank Lampard be joining Villa stateside after the World Cup? Lampard announced he's leaving Stamford Bridge after 13 years. While with the Blues, the 35-year-old won 11 major trophies, including a Champions League title in 2012. And the World Cup is still 8 days away, but we're giving out our first red card. Brazil's Neymar thinks he's come up with a Karate Kid's no-can defense penalty kick. Watch closely. He actually kicks the ball with his left foot while pretending to kick it with his right boot. How much you want to bet he doesn't try this one with Big Phil anywhere nearby? Jameson Wong, TVB News.
Britain's Andy Murray defeated Spain's Fernando Verdasco to reach the quarterfinals of the French Open. Set scores here were 6-4, 7-5, and 7-6. It's the fourth time Murray has qualified for the last 8 at Roland Garros. Scott will next play hometown favorite Gael Monfils. Monfils defeated another Spaniard, Guillermo Garcia Lopez, in straight sets.
And tonight's last story is a prime example that age knows no bounds. This 91-year-old woman may have needed 7 hours to complete the San Diego Rock and Roll Marathon, but Harriet Thompson did it for a good cause. She joined her first marathon back in 1999 in a charity run for friends battling leukemia. As a cancer survivor herself, she's been running for the same cause for 15 straight years. Now she's earned a world record for being the fastest runner in the 90 to 94 age group. And that's our news.
Good night.
Your adventure begins now.
The Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, Sunday, June 15th on Pearl's Movie of the Month. Get in the proper mood of the World Cup with the right attire and appropriate cocktails. Find out what Roberta Jr. thinks about the local football scene. And check out these statement-making sofas. Thursday night, Dolce Vita at 10 on Pearl.
The war is over.
This is gonna be fun. Astrid, she's been glaring at me all night.
Well, you did try and have her killed.
I said I was sorry. If you want me to leave, I can leave.
No.
The Tomorrow People, tonight at 10:50 on Pearl. Sun Life Financial presents The Weather Report is brought to you by Sun Life Financial.
Hello everyone, it was mainly cloudy with a few showers and hot in the afternoon. At 5 p.m, thundery showers associated with a trough of low pressure was affecting inland Guangdong. Up until 5 p.m, today's temperatures range from 80.4 to 31.3 degrees. And the current temperature is 29 degrees Celsius. A trace amount of rainfall has been recorded since midnight. So Freddie, how's the weather tomorrow? Mainly cloudy with a few showers. It will also be hot with sunny periods. Temperatures will range from 28 to 32 degrees. There will be a bit more rain in the next few days. Tomorrow morning's air quality health index will range from low to moderate. And the maximum UV index forecast for tomorrow will be about 10. Now, here's the latest global weather update. Cloudy in Shanghai and Xiamen, showers in Taipei. Thunderstorms in Guangzhou, showers in Macau and Chengdu. Cloudy in Beijing, Seoul and Tokyo. Thunderstorms in Bangkok and Manila, rain in Ho Chi Minh City. Showers in Kuala Lumpur, thunderstorms in Singapore. Sunny in New Delhi and Karachi, sunny intervals in Mumbai. Showers in Cairo and Nairobi. Sunny intervals in Brisbane, Sydney and Auckland. Cloudy in Toronto, showers in New York. Sunny in Vancouver and Los Angeles. Showers in Manaus, sunny intervals in Brasilia, foggy in Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. Rain in London, showers in Paris, Amsterdam and Frankfurt. And that's the weather. Have a great evening.
It was brought to you by Sun Life Financial. Life's brighter under the sun.
Gonna get the gum. I'm sorry. How is this guy's problem?
It's too dangerous. Andrew, it's not a game. Andrew! Stop this right now!
Saturday, Chronicle on Pearl's Weekend Blockbuster.
I'm really excited.
I can see that.
I could tell that you didn't really remember Jennifer. When I told her I was going to be working at 51, she warned me about you.
Unbelievable! A baby isn't an afterthought, Kelly.
I know that.
Do you?
Wednesday, Chicago Fire at 10:40 on Pearl.